Hey everybody, welcome to episode 2 of season 2 of Boy Talk. This week's episode is titled...
So, what's truly the definition of being single, guys?
Dating and...
That's not being single. Dating is not being single.
What's your definition of being single? My definition.
Check you out.
His definition.
That's that one. It is.
Okay? No, my definition of being single is just going on dates and honestly seeing who fits what you're looking for. As far as
Good.
as far as needs, wants, and I don't see nothing wrong with it. Going on several dates and until you find somebody who you're honestly into, taking them serious and cutting everybody off. I think you're answering the question.
See,
that's my definition. Being single. Yeah.
When I think
going
of
on dates, complete, not having a fuck buddy or not having someone you're in a relationship with. Going on dates to not dates because some of the girls think dates is going in. There's no shade. Going in hotels. Yeah. Oh.
So when you say that, when you say going on dates, do you classify that as dating?
Excuse me.
When you
mean dates? Because
when you said that when
I say dates,
dates,
I like to eat. I'm a big motherfucker, so I like to eat.
So do you classify that as dating?
Going to the movies and going out, yeah.
So that's
in public, yes. I do consider that dating.
So then, I don't think that's technically being single.
That is being single to me.
Because you're putting a title on that. Dating is still a title, so you're putting a title on what y'all are doing. So I think single is
but then
still
again,
fucking around and doing whatever you want to do.
Yeah, you're doing what you want to do because you're single.
But then
again, that's my definition.
I know.
Alright, so Vicky, what's your definition of being single?
I think being single means like you working on yourself, you working your job, you stacking your money, you working on yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally. You finding yourself, whatever age group you are, whether you under the age of 21, between the ages of 21 and 25, 25 and 30, in your 30s and your 40s. Not only that, if you are seeing anybody, it's nothing too serious. It's not you going on the same multiple dates with the same person. It's a different person sporadically. I think being single is just growing as a person, mentally, physically, and emotionally. Like I just said, for instance, I'm single. I don't deal with anybody.
Same here.
I'm
single. This is the single side, by the way. We're the single side.
Just
to throw that out there. I ain't want to put y'all on the spot like that, but just to throw that out there. They have relationships going on over there. We don't.
Not together.
Not together. Yeah.
Right.
But I just feel like so many people have their definitions of being single. Having that main one that you can call is not being single when you're speaking to somebody else.
And that's sad because... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
It is very sad.
It is.
I just think that if you're going to be single, be single.
Right.
Don't be single with relationship intentions.
Right.
I think that's so wrong.
I think people get that mixed up because, in like our areas and stuff, people be like, "Oh, I'm single," but then they're dating one person, so therefore you're not single. So I think people confuse the two.
Let me correct myself. When I say dating, I mean going out to eat, going out to movies, not per se as in talking on the phone daily or anything. We can go out.
That's a friend.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like getting to know somebody. I don't see nothing wrong, and I like getting to know people. If you really know, I like getting to know people. I like to eat, and I like to go out to movies and stuff like that.
Right. I agree with Feek when he said that being the true definition of being single is just working on yourself. Because I feel like even though you may technically be single while you're dating, but I don't feel like that's the true definition of being single because you're still putting yourself out there to date, to be interactive with somebody else. Even though you may not be in a relationship with that person, you're still dating that person. So it's not technically single because you have some type of connection with whoever you're dating, whether it be one person or more than one person. There's still some type of connection each way. I feel like the true definition of single is you're in a position in your life to where you're not looking for nobody else. You're not putting yourself out there to date or putting yourself out there as being available. You're solely working on yourself and getting yourself to a place where you want to be as an individual.
That's one depressing stage.
So
I
don't think it's
so depressing.
No, I mean it's depressing to a certain extent as far as not having nobody, and then especially if you got friends who have people and who constantly have people.
Well, that's always my story because
it's no shade. That's my story too.
I'm always the single friend.
Exactly, and then so shade.
I hate being a single friend because
no, I don't hate it. Sometimes I really don't. Yeah, I don't mind.
I mean, my thing is
just
like me personally, if I'm the single friend, it doesn't make me feel no kind of way because it's just like that's not for me right now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it's more so sad because if you're in a place where you're working on yourself to better yourself, then that shouldn't be a depressing or sad experience. You know what I'm saying? And
it's just sad when you don't have nobody to play your
I think when you constantly, for example, with social media and Instagram, for instance, and you constantly see people in relationships and people post pictures.
But then just because they look happy don't mean that they are happy.
Right, but then you got people that are in that
state. I know that.
You got people in that state of mind that when they see somebody else happy in a relationship, they think they're happy, they want that. So that's something that they deal with.
It's a fraud.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what's next?
Okay, so how do you guys deal with people that are unfaithful, and how do you guys deal with people that are cheaters? Well, me per se, like, I don't know, like, I feel like I don't know, because I was recently in a situation where, like, I was dating someone.
You were cheating on you and being unfaithful?
Yeah, well, I don't know if they were being unfaithful or not, but it just, the signs gave off that.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but Mike giving this look. Mike giving this look.
Because he was a cheater.
Mike, you give me a look.
All right, you want to finish?
Mind you, they're both in different relationships as of now. So go ahead, elaborate.
I'll let you finish.
Oh, okay, go ahead, Mike.
Move up. Wait. No. Okay, so let me finish. So, I mean, okay, so how I deal with it is different how he deals with, I mean, I know Mike, we're friends.
So how do you deal with it, David?
I mean, with me, like, I don't know, like, I mean, I think I'm the type of person that lets the shit settle in. I have to let it settle in my system that you're cheating on me. It's like,
that's the difference.
I have to let it settle because, like, I can't just easily believe what other people think or, like, whatever. I just have to let it, like, sizzle. Because then once I understand that you're cheating on me, like, I let it.
Was that your sizzle?
Y'all so
because I'm like the type of person I am, like, or I used to be, like, I'm so gullible, so, like, I really don't.
See, David. Okay, David's gullible.
Gullible, yeah.
He would. Okay, not brilliant. He would cheat, and then don't even realize he cheated.
How you
Wait, you know how you do it and don't realize you did it? And
you mean don't take heed to it as?
Yeah, you don't realize.
And like go to the cook I like to cook at the pizza jar.
David don't like to face the situation. He don't like to face the situation head on. Me, if I found out that next second, I want to know what happened, when it happened, and why. When our situation happened, I wanted to know why. So I drove over to David's house, and I wanted to know why. David, on the other hand, didn't want to know why. He wanted to not.
So wait, you cheated on David before?
No,
I cheated on him.
I mean, that's obvious, and we
No,
know
I
that.
never cheated on him.
Oh, okay.
Do you believe in second chances?
I do.
That's a hard one because, I mean, we all have that one that, we'll give the 100th chance to.
I believe in them. Would I give somebody a second chance? Probably not.
I believe in second chances. I do think that second chances make or break a real relationship.
When I first started out dating boys, I believe in second chances.
I don't repeat relationships and stuff like that. If it didn't work out the first time, then it's not gonna work out the second time for me. But some people, it works for them.
I personally have wanted a second chance with somebody, and it was my fault for fucking it up in the first place.
So, I mean, I guess it all depends on the person, the type of situation, because sometimes, you know, people could be seasonal.
But I don't know, like, I do believe that second chances, like, are possible. It depends on if both people are committed. But also, I think it varies when you love someone. Sometimes you want to give them the benefit of the doubt and give them a second chance. So, depends on how much you love someone, whether you give them a second chance or not. So.
Well, since you say that, what are the signs that y'all look for?
See, David, like I said in Percy, David don't know how to lie. So David would say he's one place and he's another place, and then when you're on Jacked and all the other stuff, your location is on.
What's the other one? Grinder, and every other shit is a trap.
Right.
David, are you still on Jacked?
Long story short,
especially if you're in a relationship.
Long story short, when you're in a relationship and you go to a club and everyone is saying, "Oh, David is this," well, not you, but your person.
You put it out there.
Well, your person is doing this and doing that. Believe them, because
don't believe them, because
I
don't
Because some
let it go.
They may be jealous.
Don't let it go completely. Don't let it go completely, because what I've learned over the years is always some truth to what people say. It doesn't necessarily have to be the whole truth, but part of what they're saying is
somewhere in between.
Yeah. So that's what I learned from that situation. Being in that situation and being that it was my first time in a serious relationship and being around gay people.
Wait, what?
Being around gay people, I
one.
let it go, but then I learned to not let everything that everyone says to me, not to let everything go.
Well, I kind of have a situation like that. Going back to 2009, 2010, I was in a relationship for a year and a half, and the person that I was in a relationship with, I was deeply in love with. Actually, they're really popular right now, so we're not going to get into that. But in my situation, I was dealing with, it was always an extra in my situation. Whether or not it was just a friend, it was a lover on the low, but I was always dealing with somebody else in my relationship. And he lied, of course, and said, "Oh, no, this is just a friend, blah, 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 blah," but you know the difference. But it was my fault. It was my fault because I should have left him alone when I moved to Philadelphia. And
to me,
you was in New Jersey.
Some of the signs that I look for, or that I feel like a person should look for when it comes to like dealing with somebody who's cheating and unfaithful, like it's just all about feeling their energy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but what if it don't change?
No, but my thing
what
is,
if it don't change? Because my situation, honestly, it did not change, and you know, my situation did not change.
Well, see, that's where I knew everything changed, because when I was with the person, it was we were close, and then at a certain point, if we were distant, but it wasn't something that I did for us to be distant. So that's where I realized that maybe there's someone else. And it got to a point where I felt the need to create other profiles and stuff just to find out if they were
being a stalker.
They were.
I can't do all that.
Sometimes you have to go. Sometimes you have to go that extra limit to find out if they're doing what they're doing, because you don't want to be in a relationship where you constantly thinking that they're cheating. And they're not, so you want to know the answer.
So you'll go all the way out to make a fake profile.
Hell yeah!
That's what I'm
playing the spy game.
Yes, that bitch wrote no position.
How would y'all feel? My bad for cutting you off. But how would y'all feel if y'all seriously talking to somebody or dating or anything? How would y'all feel if nobody gave you any insight to anything that they was doing personally, and they just leave?
But just like
and just start talking to somebody.
I wanna know.
But once again,
you're playing me. Keep it on.
Shut y'all singing up, okay?
Hey.
But
my heart can't take
shut the peanut gallery up. But once again, when I got in a relationship, I wanted that to be my first and wanted that to be my last. So when
We all do.
when everything was going wrong, being that it was my first, I felt like what I was doing was right. So snooping and doing all what I was doing, I felt like
But
that
Stupid
was
didn't get you nowhere, but your feelings hurt.
Pretty
But,
much.
okay, but
because
now,
y'all ain't together now.
but I'm on to someone else. So therefore,
Still.
what I did.
And are you happy now?
Yeah, I'm happy.
And do you? Well, how deep are y'all into your relationship? Like how many months, weeks, anything?
Well, I'm not. Yeah, but I'm happy. It's
I'm just asking.
it's different. I feel like now that.
No, you didn't answer.
But now that I feel like this is different because I'm the happiest I've been before with someone.
Well, with me, like me and the person that I've been dealing with, it's been a year. So the person I've been dealing with, it's been a year. So like, I think that would. I think.
Y'all so
Please come yourself.
Y'all so aggy.
Tiger. Next question.
No,
Yeah.
but like,
It's actually him.
No, it says Tiger.
Yeah,
Tiger read his already. Stupid.
I ain't finished.
Oh,
Okay.
That's why I was lost.
Like with me,
Oh.
like I've been dealing with this person for like a long time. So like, it's pretty serious.
But you was dealing with Mike for a
Long time.
And that's
And
how
that
much-
was
But the
serious.
thing about it is that the person that I'm dealing with, it's been over the time.
So
the
was it
time
during
that
my
me
time?
and the time no,
Was it-
the time that me and Mike were talking, like the distance. I mean, not the distance, but the time.
That y'all were apart.
The frame.
Okay.
No.
The time
The
frame.
oh.
You just about to tell your secret.
Did they overlap? Did they overlap?
Was
As a matter of fact,
it
how long have you been with the person that you're with now? Talking or whatever?
not long, but it's been long enough to know that it's
How long?
different. It's
Oh.
no, I'm not saying a time frame, but I'm saying it's long enough to tell that it's different than what I've dealt with in the past.
And my next question: do you feel like since somebody is pretty much different from all the other boys that you've done talk to, do you ease like, you know, as far as like take it easy on them, as far as like snooping
No,
or
I
like
don't.
suspecting stuff?
I know.
He gets the tea on all of them.
What?
He gets the tea on all of them.
How? From who? You?
Of course not. Of course not from me. But
I mean, but
Mike
running.
knows
but
every
running.
detail about his moves. He's
But-
very peculiar.
What do
I
you look
am.
for?
Particular.
Pretty much.
I don't
When you're dating, what do you
peculiar.
look for? Do you do background checks? Like
Well-
what does your background checks on somebody that you're dating consist of?
Well, I feel like last year, because I changed, last year I would be very on them as far as like the Instagram and Twitter, like who is this talking to you, blah, 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 kicking all that. But now I'm more laid back and it's working out for me.
Because you.
I think that's how it is with me. Like
Because I've got over that. I feel like when you're so on who you're kicking and all this other crap, that you're holding on to something in the past. You are looking for something.
No, but it depends though because
But
like
now I'm like laid back. And you know,
Okay, so I have a question. So when being cheated on, would you rather find out for yourself or from someone else?
oh Jesus Christ. For myself. Experience.
Yeah,
For
'cause
myself.
I don't want nobody else to tell me.
Yeah, I'm about to say it because
But see,
people got be having
I'm on
their
the
own
edge about that one
intentions
because
and
I'm on the edge about that because my thing is just like if just you throw an example out there. Let's say like one of my friends is at a party and the person I'm dating happens to be at that party and they're just like all up on somebody else. I'm not there to see it for myself, but somebody who's like my close friend and stuff like that. Like prime example, if Pete was at a party and seen somebody that I was talking to at the party all up on somebody else, giving them a lap dance and doing like something they should not be doing, I would not mind. I would not mind Feet calling me and be like, "Bitch, I seen da 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 in the club all up on da 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 da." I would not mind that.
But that puts me in a position.
Right.
Oh,
'cause
yeah,
now-
but
now
you gotta be
basically
that
living
patient.
in
Yeah,
the-
'cause I mean,
I mean, this is me personally. Like, I wouldn't mind if a
no,
friend
I
came to me and
understand,
said
but
something.
it depends on what type of friendship, and it depends on where I stand with the person that they're in a relationship with. Because I've been into a situation to where something happened with one of my best friends, and I'm just in a club, and the next bitch is flossing with the next bitch in VIP with bottle service and everything. And I call my best friend like, bitch, he in the club. I told you to come.
Right.
You should have been here. Because we could have fucked him up.
So that's why me personally, I wouldn't mind if, like, you know, somebody who was really close to me, like a real close friend, would have come and tell me.
But I get embarrassed fast. So
yeah, I was about to say,
I'm gonna find out for
it's
myself.
a lot of emotions.
Yes, I want to find out for myself.
Yeah.
No, don't get me wrong. I want to find out for myself first. But if it just happened to be a situation where that I'm not the first person to find out and my friend is,
then that's okay.
Then I wouldn't mind. So
I mean, to each his own.
Doesn't matter
to each his own. But at the same time, I don't know.
Okay, but how'd you feel? But how'd you feel if your friend knew and didn't tell you, and then you found later on that
that's shady?
That's what you found out. That's what you found out.
But then again,
I'm just saying,
no, because I've learned my lesson, and I know not to bring no nigga that I'm talking to or interested in, not to let my peers or anybody else know.
Right, but I'm just saying though.
If I'm gonna find out anything that they cheating or anything, I'm gonna find out.
I'm saying, but let's say when you find out for yourself, you find out for yourself that he's cheating, boom. But let's say then you find out that your friend knew the whole time and didn't tell you.
Now, I mean, then I can't honestly.
Okay,
exactly.
That's not enough.
I mean,
I can't necessarily say that's shady,
but then again, like
because
you can't really know.
some
You really
people.
can't
If they warned you, that's understandable. Cause
Yeah,
I've been in
if
that
they did,
situation.
yeah,
I was I was really kicking it with a DL dude who was trying to like fuck my best friends. Like he was trying to fuck my best friends, and my best friends knew
Speaking of
shit.
this topic, I have
but
something I
didn't
want to
tell
talk to y'all about too.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, he said fucking with your friends. So how do y'all feel about, okay, say you was fucking with somebody before, right? And then you met somebody new. Y'all had like maybe a little conversation online or whatever. They didn't really get that far. But you was meeting up with a friend that you was fucking with for like maybe like 2 years off and on, but it's not serious and you know it's not gonna go nowhere. Y'all just fuck around from time to time. But when y'all meeting up somewhere, he brings this friend along and the friend just happened to be the person that you was just talking to online. So it just shocks you out of the blue. You're just like, whoa.
Oh no, that crazy shit never happened.
It just
That never happened to me.
So do you think it's wrong to be like, I don't want you? I want to fuck with your friend?
No, because you should have set that standard, or you should have made that clear before this situation even happened.
No, but then again, you never know who everybody else knows.
Right,
You never know.
Right,
You never know.
exactly.
Because then again, sometimes you probably used to talk, hit up that person in their inbox on Facebook or whatever, but then you found interest in that particular person.
Right.
But then again, I don't know. I never been in no crazy shit like that.
Yeah.
So I would care.
No, that was just a scenario that was brought to me
Right.
that somebody asked me my opinion on. So I just wanted to see if I could get,
Right, some
opinion
other
on
advice.
it. That's very
That's
interesting.
It is.
It is.
But
Is it okay to snoop when you feel like you're being cheated on?
I'm on edge about that one.
I mean, it depends on what you call snooping.
I don't think so. I don't think you should ever snoop.
the old me would have snooped.
As far as hiring a private investigator to take pictures for like going through somebody's phone or whatever.
Of course not. I think that if you're invading somebody's privacy, you're an insecure bitch.
Like, don't ever look through my shit. Just ask what you want to know. Whether I tell you the truth or it's a lie, don't look through my shit.
If you feel like it's that deep for you to have to snoop, then most likely you're probably being cheated on.
If your partner love you enough and know that they messed up, they will tell you. Honestly, if you're that insecure, you don't even need to be in a relationship, because like snooping, come on now, it's 2014. It's not that serious to snoop. Like, bitch, you can clearly see it. Like, it's broad as day. If somebody's cheating on you, then they're cheating on you. That's it. Like, get it together or stay in the shit.
Do what you gotta do to find out what you need to find out. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, but thank you guys for tuning in this week to Boy Talk. You can like this video, share it, subscribe to our YouTube account, also follow us on Facebook and on Instagram and on Twitter. That should be underneath in the description box of the video. And stay tuned for next week, next Sunday, same time.
Shout out to Kiki Throwbacks. Follow us, subscribe us.
Okay, Kiki. Here we go, y'all. A throwback.
Atlantic Records taking over for the 99 in the 2000. Girl, you working with smash hand. The bad hand make a nigga spend his cash hand. His last hand holds my own cash hand. Bad hand, a crash hand. Got money, I can flash hand. And trash hand, I'm a big time and nigga yeah. Pull a trigger yeah. I play a hit a flipper yeah. Red Billy yeah. I'm slinging wood yeah. I'm the hood yeah. Let it be on the trick yeah. On the dick yeah. Play when you want a bitch yeah. That ain't shit yeah. The nigga with the money yeah. On that money yeah. Got birds in the money yeah. About 100 yeah. Girl, you know it's good. Back that ass.
Come on, Steve. Come on.
Back that ass up. We back that ass up.
Do it. Come on.
You's a fine motherfucker. Won't you back that ass up? You's a fine
I'm not
motherfucker.
just
Won't you back that ass up? Gotta stick with that draws yeah. Hard on yeah.
Hey,
Wanna like
get
a
it.
dog yeah. Bring your own yeah. Get I ain't gonna be church yeah. Not for sure yeah. Bitch yeah. We be making hits yeah. After hits yeah. See this shit nice yeah. I'm on the bike yeah.